to my channel, welcome back to my home, and just welcome back to my life. I am so happy to be here. As you can tell, today we have a theme going on, but more about that in a few minutes. So, first and foremost, thank you to everyone who liked, commented, shared my first video, #LivingFlawlessly. I got a bunch of positive feedback on the movement. The movement's still going strong. I am now using that hashtag for any little bit of my life, any little bit of anything that I'm doing. I'm living flawlessly, completely. Okay, and I hope all of you are too. I hope you all have been super well. But what brings us back to my channel today? Today we are doing something completely different. This is something that I've always talked about I wanted to do, and I'm happy to be doing my first one ever. So as some of you know, I'm a huge lover of like indie artists and comics and books and things like that. So when I go to a convention, I'm going through Artist Alley, I love purchasing people's original stuff. I love seeing what untapped potential there is out there, stories that are being told, and I collect it. So what I'm going to be doing is every couple of weeks, I will be reviewing one of these items that I've purchased. And I'm not being paid to review any of this. That's number one. I am not. I put my own money in supporting these artists. I did not ask for anything for free. They didn't send me anything to get a good review. This is my good, honest, unbiased opinion. And like I said, we have a theme. Today is magical girls. So as a little boy, I was raised by a single mother. I had a dad. He was there, you know. But my hero, my inspiration, just kind of my source of life was my mother. She showed me how to be a good person. She was both mother and father. When she became a single mother, she stepped up even more. So my entire life was based around powerful women and a powerful woman role model, because that is what I aspired to be. You know, not necessarily a powerful woman, but to be powerful like my mother. So I naturally gravitated towards things like Xena the Warrior Princess or Wonder Woman by Linda Carter. Like, that was like my idol. And obviously Sailor Moon. And through Sailor Moon, I learned so many things. I learned things about myself. I learned things about people. I clearly gravitated towards a character. You know, a lot of my cosplays now are Sailor Moon related because a lot of that message still holds true. That love and friendship can overcome so many things. And I truly 100% believe in this message. So for a while, I actually felt, you know, a little weak from drawing inspiration from something that was feminine. And not because necessarily anybody around me, as far as like in my inner circle, made me feel weak about it. It was more about society and their views. You know, little boys are supposed to grow up to be Superman and Batman and the X-Men, you know, the male X-Men. And that's great at all. Like, that is completely, I'm not taking that away from anyone. If that is your child or your childhood superhero, that's fine. But sometimes it's okay for a little boy to find strength in a female character. And that's what I did. And Sailor Moon was that for me, you know. And then Sailor Moon opened up all sorts of magical girl genres. We had Cardcaptor Sakura. Like, are you kidding me? Like, I was like, so I could have magic and a beast pet and a cute boy who loved me. Like, you know, we had that. Then we had not only magical girl series, but like things like Totally Spies, or a lot of these Buffy the Vampire Slayer, just all these things that I naturally gravitated towards and drew strength from. Strong, independent women who didn't need anybody but their friends. And that was just like incredible to me. And I loved all of that growing up. But as I got older and I started realizing things about the world, I noticed a little something. All of these superheroes that I looked up to, and all of them that I mentioned, they either look Caucasian or are white-coded characters, which is fine, you know, not taking away anything from these characters, but it kind of leaves a large demographic of people completely out of feeling like they can connect to a character. Granted, Sailor Moon and the Sailor Senshi, they are Japanese, but if you look at them as a young boy in a dubbed American version, you know, back in the 90s, they were portrayed as these white women. You know, even Sailor Pluto, who in the manga was drawn a little darker, was made a little paler. So this brings me to the first ever thing that I'm going to review. And that is right here, this wonderful book that I am so excited that I purchased. It is magnifiqueNOIR, Book 1, I Am Magical. This book is about 4 plus-size black queer magical girls. That's a lot to say and a lot to throw in there all in one, you know, go at it, but that's what this is. And it's a novel, which was a whole different thing for me. So this right here alone, just cover value, face value, judging the book by its cover alone, you already see something that you don't normally see out there. I want you to take a moment, just a second, and I want you to name for me five black superheroes who are females. Right off the top of your head. Not Google, not anything like that. 5. Some of you can, but a majority of you can't. It's the truth. You know, I did a project for my job where I actually had to, for Black History Month, I had to look up superheroes. And I wanted to make sure that I had a wonderful mix of both male and female characters. I found a huge hole in female superheroes of color. There's a lot in that market, and this right here is exactly what I think is needed right now. So let's give a little backstory before I start going into reviewing the characters and reviewing the book and just going into it. So the book is written by Briana Lawrence, who has been an inspiration to me since I started cosplaying. Okay, so a lot of you might know her as Briana Lawrence. Some of you may know her as Brichibi Cosplays. Okay, and when I first started out and I started cosplaying, I found myself in a scenario where someone was judging me based off of my skin color and my weight and the way I looked. And Briana was one of these cosplayers that had their face out there that was like, no, you can cosplay how you want, you can look how you look, you can be who you are, and you're gorgeous. And along with Kiss the Frog cosplay, Misa on Wheels, and the plus-size cosplayers of New England, I found my voice, and I found who I wanted to be as a cosplayer, and I found what I was going to do and the message that I wanted to spread out there. So, because of Brichibi or Briana, or whatever you want to call her, I found myself as a person and as a cosplayer, and I 100% like applaud these cosplayers out there that let me look up to them, that put themselves out there, that put their strength and their weaknesses out there, because that truly helped inspire me. So, Briana has been writing for a while. She has another book series that, since I'm not going to bring that up, but I will put all links to everything for her and her partner's stuff in the bottom. I promise it'll all be there where you can buy this if you're interested in buying it. But the book, the way we're going to review things today is really easy. So I'm going to give anything that I review glasses of orange juice, okay? So it's between 1 and 5 glasses of orange juice. And that'll be after I review everything, and after I go through everyone, I will give the final review. And at the end of this video, I'm actually going to share my own magical boy that I created for this book series. I made my own character in this world. I fanboyed so hard at this book that I had to. You know, I've never drawn and I did it, but we'll put that at the end of the video. So, magnifiqueNOIR. So come to find out, it takes place in a city, much like any other city, a college town. Something that I relate to. I live right outside of Yale, you know, college. And it's about these 4 women who are literally magical girls. And they draw their powers based on things from their personal lives. For example, one of the characters, Galactic Purple, she's this like baker, right? She's a baker. She's kind of unsure about herself and her power and her role as a magical girl. And she throws exploding cupcakes, okay? They're like these cool, like, it kind of looks like if Green Lantern created light cupcakes and threw them, and they're her attack. We have Cosmic Green, who is by far my favorite character. Now, she is funny, she is nerdy, she is basically an otaku, like, transplanted right into this book. She is a lover of YouTube, she's a lover of video games, she is a huge nerd, she's a cosplayer, and she draws her powers from video games, and her attacks are video game based, which is awesome! Then we have Radical Rainbow. Radical Rainbow is, I'm not going to give away their real names because I don't want to like ruin anything, but Radical Rainbow is like a brawler. Like, yeah, we have all these like magical girls who are throwing like fun magical attacks. No, Radical Rainbow is so badass, she literally just beats the crap out of a monster of this world without being transformed. Like, what? What? Badass, 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 like, what? And then Prism Pink. Prism Pink is kind of the Tuxedo Common / Sailor V of this book. We don't know anything about her, okay? I know nothing about her other than she's fucking adorable and her powers are cool, but we know nothing else about her. We don't know her personal life, we don't know her backstory. It kept me thirsty and wanting more. Like, oh, okay. So we got the characters down a little bit. The writing. The writing style that Briana has adopted is very real. It's very pull you in, edge of your seat. Like, I found myself, and I'm very difficult to make laugh out loud. I was reading parts of this book laughing because you can envision these people. You can envision these people in real life. You can see them and know who they are. And you have these people in your life. That's the greatest thing, because you're like, damn, I see myself in blah, 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 and my friend is blah, 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 and they act like that. These people are written so real. They have flaws. They have things that make them strong, but they are just so more than just being two-dimensional paper characters. They are fully realized concepts, and that's what I love the most about these characters and this book is Briana really took the time to find each character's voice and each character's just who they are, and that is incredible, okay? So I'm going to put the book down because I'm, so other than that, it's a mixed media type of book, okay? So yes, you have walls of text like a book, but sometimes you have what looks like a text message or an email, which is awesome. It breaks up the story. It makes you feel like you're a part of that world. My favorite thing about it is that Briana enlisted other artists to draw artwork within her book, which is like, are you kidding? So like, yes, she has her own art mixed in there, but other artists are in there drawing their own interpretations of the characters, which is also like gives a sense of like community to the book, because other people are adding their own thoughts and their hearts and their souls into the story. So the story is well written. There's photos in it that are beautiful and they're colored and they're wonderful. The characters are completely realized. They deal with things that are real. They deal with things that we deal with on a daily basis. Love, sexuality, depression, just everything that we deal with and who we are as human beings, these characters deal with. I would say 100% that these characters are living flawlessly. I'm plugging myself. But they are. They're there. They're doing their thing. They're living their lives. Within these books, within this book is an entire world that I want to know more about. I got a little taste, and by the time I was done with the book, I was mad. Not mad that I finished, finished the book and I was like, ugh, what an ending. I was mad because I was like, where's the rest of it? I need more. Give me book 2. It's called book 1. I need it right now. Give it to me. So, yeah, I obviously love the book. There's no denying it. There's no denying that I am obsessed with this book. I recommend it to everyone. I've shared it on social media. I have shared it within my job because my job was missing, those black superheroes. I shared them and it was shared multiple times and people loved it there. I have really been an advocate for this book because I truly believe that a LGBT plus novel needs to exist like this. Because a lot of the times when you read a book and it's gay themes, we're just going to use, or queer themes, let's go with queer themes, and it's queer themes, it's sad. Or it's a coming of age story. Or it's I'm coming to terms with who I am, which are all fine, they have their place. But as a young queer child that I was happy. I was looking for things that were powerful and strong and I wasn't looking to cry. And that's what Briana did here. She created this world where being queer, it's a part of who you are, but it's not all of who you are, which is exactly a message that I try to convey about myself. Yes, I am a gay man. I'm a gay man in a wig right now, dressed as a girl, but I'm more than that. I am more, and that's what this is these characters are so wonderfully fully realized. I highly suggest that you get yourself a copy, and if you see Briana in person and you're lucky enough to have her autograph it, hug her for me. Tell her how wonderful she is and how much I appreciate that she's created such a wonderful and powerful world for us to just escape to. And I am going to sit here and tell you right now that I am awarding magnifiqueNOIR, book 1, I Am Magical, 5 glasses of orange juice, okay? Because it kept me thirsty. I needed 5 glasses. I needed to drink it. I needed more of it. I can't wait till more comes, okay? I cannot wait till I am immersed in this world again. I will be supporting that 100%, okay? I am a huge fan. So, now that we got that out of the way, we can share exactly my fanboy character that I created for the world of magnifiqueNOIR. So, magnifiqueNOIR is again, they're all female, but I created my own boy version because, me. So, I created the character of Tempest Blue. And Tempest Blue is my self-insert into the world of magnifiqueNOIR. He is a cosplayer and a cosplay blogger, and he tries to spread the message of positivity and love to everyone. Sounds like someone? And his powers, okay, my power, I thought about this, is he doesn't really have a power all of his own. What he does is he boosts the other magical girls. And so if they're attacking his power, Tempest Rush, he will concentrate it on them and their power will become even stronger because he is cheering them on and he is really boosting them up. And I'm so cheesy, but I don't care. This is the first story that I felt compelled to make my own original character for, my own fan creation. I OC'd a character legit in minutes. I was like, okay, I'm doing this, it's happening. So yes, again, thank you so much, Briana, for creating such a wonderful story. thank you so much to everyone who has supported artists like this. Thank you. You guys do things for them that you have no idea how much of an impact you make just buying one book or sharing their book. So please like, subscribe, comment, share this video. Let people know that it's okay to have superheroes that don't fit a cookie cutter concept of what a superhero is. Same thing like it's okay to have cosplayers or people that don't fit a cookie cutter concept. See what I did there? So guys, remember, you are beautiful, you are wonderful, you are living flawlessly, and most importantly, you're magical. Mwah. You guys have a wonderful and beautiful, incredible day. And until next time, I will see you on my next video. Bye guys, and mwah.